Are you a filmmaker, producer, director?
My vision, my ideology into motion picture.
Actor? Screenplay writer? Are you an aspiring filmmaker looking to start a career in the movie industry? Do you want to see what happens behind the scenes when you're looking at those movies in your local cinema? Take 101 will take you on a journey of the filmmaking process from concept to reality, from idea to motion picture. Take 101 will bring you, the industry professionals, and take you through the A to Z of the filmmaking process.
Lucille Morgan on Take 101.
Hi, I'm Shirley D and you're watching Movie Take 101. Today we're talking about distribution within the African film industry, and we will be talking about movie awards as well as film festival and film market in general. And we have no other person than Sam Awozia, founder of Zaffa Award, a guru among the film industry. Welcome to Movie Take 101.
Thank you very much, Shirley.
Let's talk a little bit about film distribution within the African film industry. Is there a market for it, first of all?
There is a huge market for it. Sadly enough, we are not tapping into it properly. Most of the filmmakers, I'm sorry to say, but this is true, they're a bit selfish because they're very eager to get peanuts of their sweat. And Zaffa doesn't want it like that. The Nollywood Entertainment Limited is though, like some people will say Nollywood Entertainment Limited is a Nigerian company. It's not a Nigerian company. It's a name registered here in the UK to look after African film all over. And we try to get them the best market for it. Now that everybody is talking about African films, let us use that opportunity to make it big. And the market there is huge.
So what is the biggest threat to the distribution industry for African films?
Is the internet. Yeah, the internet, because Africans, we are so easy to be persuaded into the wrong system of the world market. And so once people lay their hand on your movie, a lot of the internet movie you watch today, they're there not with the consent of the movie owners. That is the sad news. If you ask any of these people, I watched your movie yesterday, I have many of them as producers and directors. Yeah. When I tell them I saw your movie on the internet last week, and they go on the internet and they say, my God,
how
and
did
they
this
watch
happen?
the whole thing. How did he get there? I mean, it's a crazy thing.
I mean, this is also a problem that is happening in mainstream as well, but I'm aware that there are governing bodies that tackle that.
There's a governing body that tackles the mainstream, and they get a lot of money. If you report your film being in the internet and this a length film, the owner of the movie takes you to court, he wins, he gets money more than what he spent in the movie. And so they're scared of doing it. Although you can't beat piracy.
Yeah.
It's there, but it's controlled in the mainstream.
Yeah.
But it's not controlled in African movie. And for one reason, the African movie makers have refused to register within the International Film Control. AEG, the British Film classification. They don't want to classify their movie. They think the price is too much to pay. But what they don't realize is that those few people who have managed to pay and classify their movie, they're getting the reward. But unfortunately, that is how it is. Yeah, but having said that, I've got some other African countries who are approaching me now to help them in distribution and
I'm going to let
marketing.
you, I'm going to come back to that with the
Okay.
distribution and marketing after the break. We're going to take a short break. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Movie Take 101. If you have any movie or any short clips that you want us to review on the show, make sure to email us at movies@movietake101.tv. We'll see you after the break.
Paint a picture. Paint a picture. Paint a picture.
Welcome back to Movie Take 101. Just before the break, Mr. Wuzia was talking about other countries within the African diaspora that are actually taking on board how to safeguard their movies in terms of distribution.
Yeah. You see, the Zimbabweans, they are very close to South Africa, but the South African movies are well controlled. However, I have realized that the Zimbabweans and the South Africans are not the same. Therefore, they are not sure how to safeguard or distribute their movie. So they have come to me and say, what do you do? And so what I'm trying to do now is to find a very serious link for them to distribute their movie. And that link will be a very serious avenue for all African movies. Once I get it done properly, I will now stand to say any African filmmaker, you want to preserve your movie, you want to protect your movie, you want to distribute and market it properly, come through that channel. And that is what is happening. Obiemelonye has already made that,
yeah.
He started it. So I am working with him and it will be done.
Are you a filmmaker, producer, director?
My vision, my ideology into motion picture.
Actor? Screenplay writer? Are you an aspiring filmmaker looking to start a career in the movie industry? Do you want to see what happens behind the scenes when you're looking at those movies in your local cinema? Take 101 will take you on a journey of the filmmaking process from concept to reality, from idea to motion picture. Take 101 will bring you, the industry professionals, and take you through the A to Z of the filmmaking process.
Lucille Morgan on Take 101.
it will be done properly.
In terms of distribution, how does it work in general if a young producer produces a movie and wants to actually make some return or at least cover the money that they've used to produce? How do they go about it?
At the moment, what they do is they just sell their right to somebody who wants to market, who has a shop in UK. Then the person makes a copies and starts selling and distributing to few other local, we call them local market. But what I am saying is that we want to use the same system that Obi Melonye is using, approach Virgin. And the Virgin will not take your movie unless you sign that it will not be seen in any local market.
Yeah.
They are going to distribute it for you if you sign that. And they will not sign that until you classify your movie. That is where the problem is.
Because you have to pay to classify.
Because you have to pay to classify. And when they look at the cost of classification, they're scared. Wow, if I pay this amount of money, how much am I going to sell the movie? But if you make a good movie, you don't have to be scared.
Worried about that,
and that is why I keep on calling Obi, because I know he's doing it right. And he will do a good movie. And before he will release it, he spend his money to classify the movie, advertise it very well, go to cinema. African movie we know today are not cinema or preparation. They don't prepare their movie to go to cinema. Until now, they now know that, Samamuzia does movie premiere in London. Let us get to him. Now DJ Abbas does movie premiere. We send to him. And we are collecting the movie, premiering and giving to distributors when it is right. Some of them are not good for the cinema.
In terms of standard, the quality.
In terms of standard production, is not, the cinema will not take it. So for anybody to get a good market for their movie, it has to be well done. It's not, I'm not expecting 100%.
Yeah.
Because even the Hollywood that we are watching, we equally criticize some of their movies. So not to talk about we, who are just followers into the industry. We are now big, especially in Hollywood, is classified as the second. Some year they said the second largest film production country. Some years it's the third largest film producer. That is not to say we are the third best film producers in the world. Yeah.
So but although they're producing more movies, still need for improvement.
There's need for improvement. But the government are not taking us for what we have. Because a country where movie grossing 30% of the
overall income for the
overall
country,
income of a country, for God's sake, that industry should be supported
by the government. I already felt that Nollywood is actually supported by the government.
Last year there was a propaganda, some millions were given to them, and I have spoken to the right source. The money is there for them, but you have to sweat to get it. So they have not gotten the money. So it's no support, if you ask me. It's got to be available for a good filmmaker. You got a script. You submit to the Film Council, that want this, it will cost with a budget.
Yeah.
And they look at it and say, yes, it's worth it. And they put the money. They allow you, even if it's not 100% cost, they give you some money to produce it. You are not going to finish that movie and push it into local markets for pirates to take over. To take over,
yeah.
You understand? But for the fact that they are not giving any support, they come to you as, my sister, have you got any money? I got this story, I want to produce it, and I don't have the money. Say, oh, I'm going to borrow from my bank for you because you like it's your brother or so, your sister. You borrow the money with some conditions to pay back within a certain period at a certain interest. The movie is produced and you're waiting for a proper distribution, and the proper distribution hasn't come. The bank
want their money back.
They want their money back. And the guy has no choice than to push it into the local market.
But the thing is, like, with the local market, because I've witnessed a situation whereby somebody will buy a DVD from the local market and then duplicate it and give it to a whole family. So you're not actually making that much money from it.
And that is why we are trying to persuade them not to give their movie to the market, to the local market, because it's not the right thing. Now, for you to give to the local market, the second reason where you have to make money and kill the piracy is to produce enough. Nigeria has about 150 or 160 million people. Out of these 150, I'm sure there will be at least 50 million that want to watch the Nigerian movies. And if you can distribute it enough for these 50 million to be able to get to buy when they need it, piracy will not be a problem. However, I have also been told that the marketers themselves, they kill the producers, because when you give it to them, you distribute it properly, and they find that this is all over. They are not going to sell yours. They duplicate one, keep the one that you give them, and they're selling. And when you come to them, they say they haven't sold.
Wow.
They show you what you gave to them is down there.
But they've duplicated it and actually selling it as well.
Making money. They grow fat belly with your money. It's annoying. So what we at Nollywood Entertainment Limited are trying to do, which I'm happy they have got a very good president with their Actors Guild, Directors Guild. I'm planning to have a meeting with them to persuade them seriously to stop the local market. Don't give them movies. Let the government equally have a control market for the film
over the films
distribution. And so that you don't just enter into a restaurant and buy a movie. You go to movie shop and buy a movie. And movie shops don't have the facility, and they're not interested in duplication. They sell what you give to them.
You give to them,
and then you're sure of your money.
Well, after the break, we'll talk more about the Nollywood industry, what makes a Nollywood movie, and also something very interesting that I've picked up. Short movies, are they profitable within the Nollywood industry, and also the film industry in Africa in general? Also the difference between movies being made here by maybe Nollywood directors or African producers in the UK and in the US, and those made back home. We touch a little bit on that, and also the Zafar Awards. So don't go away. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Movie Take 101. We'll be right back.
Are you a filmmaker, producer, director?
My vision, my ideology into motion picture.
Actor? Screenplay writer? Are you an aspiring filmmaker looking to start a career in the movie industry? Do you want to see what happens behind the scenes when you're looking at those movies in your local cinema? Take 101 will take you on a journey of the filmmaking process from concept to reality, from idea to motion picture. Take 101 will bring you, the industry professionals, and take you through the A to Z of the filmmaking process.
Lucille Morgan on Take 101.
Chicks look sweet tonight. Please forgive me to my wifey. London girls in skirts and heels are crazy, crazy. Welcome to the streets of London town. I came up as a kid, but I'm grown up now. I'm on my piece. I'm on my piece. I'm on my piece. I'm on my piece. And welcome to the streets of London town. I came up as a kid, but I'm grown up now. I'm on my piece. I'm on my piece. I'm on my piece. I'm on my piece. And welcome to the streets of
Yeah, is this your vehicle, sir?
Does it look like yours?
Police.
Welcome back to Movie Take 101. We're still talking about distribution, film market, and also film awards. I wanted to talk a little bit about Nollywood industry, the film industry in Nollywood, and the film market within Nollywood as well. We talk about distribution. Is there a difference between the distribution and film market?
Yeah, there's a difference. The distribution is who takes the movies to where?
So the final product.
The final product. Where do you take them to? Before the marketers, now you distribute to the marketers. The distributor is the person who actually either take control from the owner of the movie and put it into the market for the marketers. You cannot just market your movie. You give to a distributor. The distributor now goes out there and source for the shops. That is the simple thing for the distributor. It is not your interest to distribute or to market.
You just make it?
You just make it. Give it to a bona fide distributor who will now go out there. He knows the market and gives it to the market. Now, there is something that people are doing that is very good, is to go take your films to film festival. It's through film festivals that you get distributors, because distributors want to attend film festivals, they watch the clip of your movie, and they're interested in it. From there, they will either tell you this movie is very good,
or
I'm interested in the distributorship. You get a distributor who now goes out and do your marketing. Now, many Nigerians don't know about film festival, or many Africans don't know about film festival. If you go to film festival, you're likely to get a distributor. Zafa is organizing film festival. Unfortunately, we were only able to do film festival 1 year.
Once. But you're looking to
do that
often.
more often. Each year now, what we are planning to do is to have 2 days of film festival where the films that were submitted for Zafa will be shown at the film festival. And we invite international film distributors to the festival, and that will help in marketing African films. That is why Zafa is doing everything, and then that gives you the clue of who is going to win in the Zafa Awards. Because professionals have come, they have seen clip of the movie, you have nominated them. When they win now, it will not be surprising to anybody to say, wow, this movie got about 5 awards.
Nominations or
5
awards,
6 nominations and 3 awards, because they are good.
So it seems like there's a link between a producer actually getting a distributor after their final product, and also being awarded for the quality of their work as well.
That is a good point. Now, even if you don't go to film festival, but you are nominated, the film is nominated, the publicity we do for the film that are nominated is a very good selling point for filmmakers. Because if you go on our website, especially during the voting time, our website hit over 5,000 a day.
Wow. And I'm assuming that most of those people actually going on will also be people in the movie industry, i.e. distributors.
Yeah, i.e. distributors. About that, and then you see that these people, they are now very much interested, and when they see a title at the website, they're eager to see the movie. They're eager to see the producer, the director. And so that's what makes Zafa Award huge. We don't only invite people to come and receive award. We get the movies, give it to professionals to view these movies. And when they are viewed, we start making noise. They tell us the nomination they have got from one movie. A movie that I personally see that has got over 5 nominees.
Yeah.
For God's sake,
You
I would
want
be interested
to watch it, yeah.
myself. And sometimes I watch the movie before the award.
Yeah.
And some of them I can say, oh, my jurors, they have failed me, I don't like the movie.
Yeah.
But again, that is my personal
That's your
opinion.
yeah.
The other people will watch it and say it's very good. And there are some that the jurors would have said is very good, and the public will say it's a rubbish movie. But they know what they see.
And what they want to
and
watch.
what they want to watch, and that is why they're nominating that movie. So,
are you a filmmaker, producer, director?
My vision, my ideology into motion picture.
Actor? Screenplay writer? Are you an aspiring filmmaker looking to start a career in the movie industry? Do you want to see what happens behind the scenes when you're looking at those movies in your local cinema? Take 101 will take you on a journey of the filmmaking process from concept to reality, from idea to motion picture. Take 101 will bring you, the industry professionals, and take you through the A to Z of the filmmaking process.
Lucille Morgan on Take 101.
It's complicated, but it is interesting.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Let's talk a little bit about the Nollywood industry. I see that there's a lot of young producers coming out into the Nollywood industry, but from the UK or US, not actually from, say, Ghana or Africa in general, or Nigeria, for example.
Apparently, I got about 3 calls yesterday telling me about new movies they are doing in the UK.
Yeah.
And I'm now visiting a few locations. There are many people now, Africans, doing Nollywood movies, Ghana movies, Cameroon movies. They are now doing African movies within the UK. Last year we got, if you check our website, we got some Africans from America submitted their movies, yeah. We have some Canadian people in Canada. I don't know if they are Canadians or they're just based in Canada, but they're Africans. They submitted their movies for nomination. We got 2 from Germany and 1 from Spain. So Africans everywhere are making movies. Wherever they are. The movie industry is the in thing now. And then Zafa is trying to encourage a lot of people with talent
upcoming
to go
as well.
Come in there, and then you make it.
Yeah. Just a quick thing. So, what would be your advice to new producers coming into the industry? How they can? Are there other options to get distributions?
Yeah, there is. What I would say to new producers, directors, and actors is, don't just rush into it. If you want to come in as a new guy in the industry, be prepared to do it well, because as much as we say the industry is big, it's very big because the audience want to watch a movie. Number one is that when you're giving it to them, they don't know how bad it is. But when you feed them with bad movie, when they hear again that there's a movie coming from your stake, they don't want to watch it. They know it's very bad. Yeah. So what I will advise newcomers is to try and come in with something big so that they're able to get a distributor. If they get a distributor, that will be an encouragement for them to make another movie that is better than what they did yesterday. If you're not interested in improving your work,
your production,
forget it, because you will fall along the line. And once you have fallen, there are so many names that were even coming out in the Nollywood, in African film industry, that they have made few movies, they lost their money, they don't want, when you talk about movie again, they don't want to listen. But that is their fault, because when you're telling them to know it before you do, you're in this industry now.
Yeah.
If you're not well organized in this, your television production, you will not get the market.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it very well, you see that by the time you take it out there, you have a lot of
Market already, yeah.
And because you get the market, you are looking higher. You want to improve your equipment.
Yeah.
You want to improve your staff. You want to move on in a very high standard. And that is what I see about the film industry. Everybody has to aspire for the
for
best.
better things. Just a little quick to our viewers what to look forward in terms of ZAFA, and then we'll take it from there.
This year in ZAFA, we have planned, because ZAFA did not hold last year, we have actually got some international filmmakers to be at ZAFA 2013. And we are working towards that. They are coming from India. I don't know if any of you know about the biggest name in the Indian film industry called Dharmendra. We are planning to award him because he is one of those that aspired African filmmakers to go into film. Their film was huge in Nigeria, in Ghana, everywhere. So things like that, and we're trying to do a collaborated work with them, and we're getting some people from Hollywood as well, and from British. Now, you know that there are so many Africans in the British film industry now.
Yeah.
We're trying to invite all of them so that when we make one movie out here in the diaspora, it will be a very big one, just like the Indian movie, or I don't know if it's Hollywood or India, Slumdog
Millionaire.
Know? So when people talk about a production, if it is good, it's British, it's America. If it is bad, it's Africa. But let us
need to change that.
Let us prove to them that if it is good,
it's from
Africa.
If you have any clip that you want us to review on the show, make sure to email us at movies@movietake101.tv. That is movies@movietake101.tv. We'll see you next week the same time.
Are you a filmmaker, producer, director?
My vision, my ideology into motion picture.
Actor? Screenplay writer? Are you an aspiring filmmaker looking to start a career in the movie industry? Do you want to see what happens behind the scenes when you're looking at those movies in your local cinema? Take 101 will take you on a journey of the filmmaking process from concept to reality, from idea to motion picture. Take 101 will bring you, the industry professionals, and take you through the A to Z of the filmmaking process.
Lucille Morgan on Take 101.